Grown Ups 3 is officially happening at Netflix. Confirmed. Netflix confirmed it. Other media outlets confirmed it. Actors from the movies posted about it on social media. We are getting a third Grown Ups movie. Now, I know your first question is going to be, why? And the answer to that is probably money. Well, that and the fact that Adam Sandler essentially owns Netflix at this point. That or he's in terrible, terrible debt. But hey, I'm a fan of the first two movies. I can't complain. A third movie is happening. But there's an elephant in the room. A very large elephant in the room. Grown Ups 3 could get a little dark. The first Grown Ups movie came out in 2010. The second one came out 3 years later in 2013. And now, 13 years later, we are getting the threequel that we have been waiting for, Grown Ups 3. But here's the thing. There is a dark shadow hanging above the Grown Ups franchise. Now, as some of you know, Cameron Boyce, who played Adam Sandler's younger son in the first two movies, sadly lost his life to an epileptic seizure at the age of 20. This is obviously terrible. This is sad. He was very young and he had a lot of work ahead of him. Adam Sandler planned to put Cameron Boyce in his other Netflix movie, Hubie Halloween. That role was filled by Cameron Boyce's friend and former co-star, Karan Brar. And Adam paid a blink and you'll miss it homage to Cameron in his latest Netflix movie, Happy Gilmore 2. Quick aside, speaking of Happy Gilmore 2, the director of that movie, Kyle Newacheck, who's directed The Workaholic Show and a few other Netflix movies like Game Over Man and the aforementioned Happy Gilmore 2, is directing Grown Ups 3. Now, that should be a good sign. But I watched Happy Gilmore 2. I don't know. Cameron Boyce was an important part of the Grown Ups movie. Now, he wasn't a main character, but he was an important character. He was Adam Sandler's son, for crying out loud. And you would suspect that if he were with us today, he would be a part of this third movie. Now, there are no plot details really about this third movie, so whether or not they mention Cameron's character or not is yet to be determined. They could say he's off somewhere playing college football, because in the second movie he was trying to get on the football team in school and then broke his leg. It was hilarious.
Let's see how you do in a real game situation, though, okay? Let's pretend I'm a linebacker, and I'm going to come at you and try and block it.
Okay.
Say it! Hey! I'm going to quick it out, nigga! Give me that football!
Oh, my leg!
Don't tell your mother!
But given that it's a comedy and given that it's an Adam Sandler comedy directed by one of the minds behind Workaholics, I doubt that we're going to get pretty heavy and say, hey, one of the kids in this movie died in between the movies and it's a plot point that we have to focus on. It would be a little too heavy for Adam Sandler's regular audience. You know what I'm saying? Now, not that anybody asked, but I've had my own idea for Grown Ups 3 for quite some time, and with all due respect to those who are no longer with us, specifically Cameron Boyce and his family who are still with us, don't know why I said that, it gets kind of dark. My Grown Ups 3 would be more or less a legacy sequel. The adults from the first two movies would still be involved. Obviously, it involves them too, but it would mostly focus on the kids from the first two movies. You know, Greg, the sister, Chris Rock's kids. It would be the kids because they're grown-ups now. Grown Ups 3. And it would still be a comedy of sorts, but it would be This is a little bit harder to describe than I thought. It would still be a comedy, but it would also be a drama. It would sadly involve the kids mourning the death of Cameron Boyce's character. They would all come together again. Maybe they drifted apart over the years because that happens as you get older. Maybe they would go back to the lake house from the first movie and just talk about all the good time they had with Cameron Boyce and maybe talk about what he was like as an adult, because he doesn't have to have passed away at 20 like Cameron. This doesn't have to be a shot for shot with his actual life. Maybe he grew up and did start playing football or did whatever. Maybe he married Kevin James's daughter, or they were at least in like a committed relationship, because that could get that would really hit right here in the nipple. They talk, they mourn, and maybe they could, you know, do some funny things like they did in the first movie with the ashes of the coach. That actually seems kind of disrespectful, because this is a real person and Blake Clark is still alive.
He's killed though.
Now, will they go this route? Probably not. I'm going to say almost 100% it's a no. At the time of recording this video, there is no official plot, there is no official release date, and there is no confirmed cast. Although I think you can assume that Adam Sandler and David Spade, Kevin James, Chris Rock, and even Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider is the stapler.
Are probably coming back as the titular grown-ups. I mean, you know, then again, Rob Schneider didn't appear in the second movie, and it was pretty good. I'm just saying, he's burnt some bridges. He's an asshole. But Grown Ups 3 is confirmed at Netflix. How do you feel about that? Answer now. Like I said, I'm a fan of the first two movies. I'm a fan of most of Adam Sandler's movies. So I'm excited to see this, even just out of morbid curiosity, to see what a third Grown Ups movie will look like. Because like I said, I saw Happy Gilmore 2, and it wasn't like Happy Gilmore. You know, like, I'm glad they did their own thing, but I wasn't like, it wasn't even close. So let me know what you think about Grown Ups 3 in the comment section below. My name is Travis, and this is Wonder Nerd. Hey, do you like videos about movies, TV shows, snacks, etc.? Well, then consider subscribing to the channel where I make videos about movies, TV shows, snacks, etc. I have a goal to reach 1,000 subscribers by July 15th. Why July 15th? That is the 10-year anniversary of me doing videos as Wonder Nerd. So if you would like to be a part of that and you're not subscribed yet, subscribe. If you are subscribed, share this video and my channel with somebody you know. I'm on all the social medias. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Threads. I'm on TikTok. And I have a second YouTube channel where I take those TikToks and I upload them to YouTube. So, hey, sometimes they stay up. All those social media handles are at the very end of this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, give this video a big old thumbs up, leave a comment telling me if you're interested in Grown Ups 3 or something you want to hear me talk about in the future. Hey, I also have a Twitch. I haven't done much over there yet. If you have suggestions on what I should do, mostly something involving movies, let me know. Hey, my name is Travis, and remember, nerds rule.